It's just the right amount of scary. How could you not love that?
When the Porsche Cayman GT4 was launched a few years ago, it felt like a bit of a one-off. With all the talk of downsizing and the standard Cayman itself in line for a switch to turbocharged flat bores, many wondered if Porsche could ever go down that route again. Fast forward a few years, and go there again Porsche has, not just with this new 718 Cayman GT4, but also a new Boxster Spyder which shares the same chassis. We were dispatched to the buttock-clenching Knockhill circuit in Scotland to try out both.
It's a massive cliche to say so, but it is a bit of a sweet spot. I mean, this is the entry point to the GT range, but I feel like it's the one I would want to have. It's just the right amount of scary. Oh, how could you not love that? It's 2019, and we have an all-new, naturally aspirated flat six.
Try to act shocked, the 718 Cayman GT4 is a wicked car to drive on track. That's about as surprising as an explosion in a Michael Bay film. Remember, this sits 30mm lower than the already very good regular Cayman, has the front end from a 911 GT3 and uses a completely bespoke rear suspension setup. It turns in sharply, it loves to be chucked around, and it provides bags of grip and traction. It is sharper than the old one, but we are talking about small margins here. The big change here is their engine, which is a high-revving linear masterpiece.
So my understanding is it starts out life as a 911 Carrera turbo engine, but how much do you actually carry over?
We have a new intake manifold, we have new ignition, we have the PTVR coating inside of the combustion chamber. We also have a complete new valve train.
What would you say this engine does better than the old 3.8, which was used in the last GT4?
It's definitely something very emotional. If you have the revs up to 8,000, that's the point where you really start to cry inside of the car because it's so emotional.
So it's official. The 982 Evo engine in the Cayman GT4 is so good it will make you cry. Knockhill yesterday in the GT4 was exceptional fun, but you might even learn a bit more from having this Spyder on the road. One thing that is a bit of a frustration is just the length of the gearing, particularly out here on the road. I mean, to be redlining it in seconds, you're doing probably more speed than you should be. And I haven't redlined it in third yet because I don't want to find out what the taste of prison food is like. Oh, wow, it's a good noise. It maybe doesn't howl quite as much in the mid-range as the old 3.8 did, and probably doesn't sing in the top end as much. But it is a really good noise, a kind of sort of muscular tone to it. Now, as of all Porsche GT products, there's actually not a huge amount in the way of adjustability, which is quite nice. So there's just one steering setup, one engine setup, and then we can put the auto blip on or off, although to be honest, it's pretty nice to heel and toe, so I'm going to leave it off. We can turn the exhaust on or off, and again, you know, we're going to leave it on, aren't we? And finally, there's the option of putting the dampers in sport mode, although I'm inclined to leave it off on the road. Makes the car feel a bit less nervous, a bit less twitchy. The steering is probably the standout feature. I mean, Porsche has E-Pass sorted like no one else. You actually get sort of proper kickback through the wheel. It's so consistent as well. Makes it really easy to place the front end. But because we are in an open top car, I don't mind occasionally just dialing back the anger and just sort of cruising. Keeping the revs nice and high where I can. Just enjoying the scenery and enjoying the chassis, which at any speed really feels properly sorted. But of course, I'm safe in the knowledge that if I do want to press on, it feels damn near as good as a GT4. I mean, you'd be hard pressed to tell much of a difference on the road. But it's all part of this shifting identity of Porsche GT. They're quite happy making products now that aren't just about sort of ultimate lap times. We have a 911 Speedster quite recently, and this, which I guess is sort of the baby version of it, except while the Speedster, which is already sold out, costs 211 grand, this is 75. It seems like a bit of a bargain, really.
The GT4 might technically be a better car, but it doesn't do anything the old one didn't, and that does lessen its impact. The Spyder, on the other hand, is something new and unique. Well, 75 grand to magically appear in my bank account, that's where I'd rather spend my money.